So yesterday, I came in and ran into this nightmare, and it's going to be a process. Okay. We're in Elfland. The thingy is gone. Okay, that's good. Whew. I read something an hour ago that worried me, where I thought that I read that there are no checkpoints in this game, in this part of the game, and I was like, what do you mean? I thought I was about to load in and be at the beginning of the post game, which wouldn't be a massive amount of time to lose. It'd be like an hour, but it would suck. Okay, so we went to the elf area, took out the bad thing there, but they won't evacuate. So I probably need to figure out how to evacuate them, but they gave me something to talk about with the... I need to visit a blacksmith of Battahl and talk about scale cinder. So that'd be good. I need to get to Harv at some point to get them to evacuate. I feel like I'll put off going to Battahl for a bit. I already put a port crystal there so I can get there quickly. Why is there a port crystal here? What a shitty place for a port crystal to be. Why can't it be, like, at the settlement instead of nowhere? I already have one here. Anyway, I put one there. There's still one at the Sphinx, but I don't think I need to retrieve it right now because I think I'm currently holding one that I got from here and one that I bought. So the leftover one at the Sphinx is not that big of a deal. This does put the monetization into perspective a bit, where oh, you can buy a port crystal via microtransactions, and it's like, there's plenty of them. The game is definitely designed to give you a decent amount of port crystals. I'm not happy the microtransactions are there. I'm just saying that they don't seem massively egregious so far, because you really do just have access to all the resources in the game anyway. Alright, so I'm going to port crystal down to Vernworth, because the game has impressed onto me that there is in fact stakes and a time limit. So in a way I got exactly what I was ranting about for a while. You can see if we can deal with the local problem down there. Vernworth. Some of my earlier rants, which I did just edit like 12 hours of gameplay footage last night and edited out a lot of my rants because it's just me coming up with something to talk about while I'm running from place to place, and it did feel very nice to cut out the majority of the travel time and just be like, look guys, a watchable show instead of what I have to experience. But a lot of that was me talking about Pathologic and Dead Rising and Death Stranding and other games that like do something mechanically with the act of travel, where this game wasn't. It was by and large just having me travel huge distances, and they're not really being like mechanical stakes along the way. This will be interesting. I should deal with that, but also I should probably go up into the top of Vernworth somewhere and try to find, like, the leader, I guess, is our goal. Let's see, I guess, is a Phasis. Speak with the leaders. Is there an indication of where that is, besides the fact that it's probably in the castle? Not really. Okay, I'll go up to the castle and try to find the leaders and tell them to evacuate. And then we'll go take out the local thing. Yeah, the more I had to do these massive commutes all the time, which is just what I call them at this point. Like, it's commutes. You're doing the long trip to work. It doesn't stop being a commute just because you're not driving or taking a bus. But the insane amount of travel time being the majority of the game's playthrough was getting to me, and I was just starting to think about how, like, games that actually have... There's a lot of games since the first game came out, even, that have done something with travel and made it mechanically interesting instead of kind of nothing. That made me just wonder all the more, like, what if this game did something with that? This doesn't make up for it, but it is interesting that apparently the post-game suddenly does seem to have stakes, because now you do need to go all over the map while the world is ending and accomplish things before you run out of time, essentially. The question is whether or not there's... Whoa, my butt looks weird. My You know what? All of me looks weird. My textures all look weird. I wonder if they loaded weird in this game today. Oh, there must be an enchantment. There's like rippling stuff on my body. Like it's... Oh, I put the dragon thing on me. The super buff. The final upgrade. And it makes me have shiny ass cheeks. Okay. Who do I even talk to around here? Would the queen even listen to me? She wants me to die. Ooh. But yeah, the question now is whether or not this will be something that really comes up mechanically and I have to triage the world carefully, or if it's going to feel more like Hellblade, a game that threatens you up front with consequences to make you worried about them and make you really afraid of dying. But from what I understand, from what I've heard, Hellblade never actually does the thing it says it's going to do, because it claims it's going to like delete your save if you die enough times.
This is more than I bargained for.
Who do you talk to in Vernworth to get them to evacuate? Let's see. Magistrate's office. Offices are only helpful if there are people in them. Ballard's chambers. Where's the kid?
I have no intention of swapping gossip.
Okay. And where's the guard captain? Do I have to find him at that bar at night, maybe? Seems like a bad idea to make time pass in this game.
If 'tis naught of import, pray hold your tongue.
Why are they acting like they don't know me? Aren't I their king? Actually, am I their king? That's a good question. I think because it sent me back to the dragon encounter. We were in the throne room, but then it sent me back to the dragon encounter and I stabbed the dragon. So I think we undid this. Oop, someone's down there. I think we undid my coronation. And that's how they get away with having everyone act basically the same and not react to me being their king, I guess, here. Is I've undone that because I'm just so cool and selfless that I unsovereigned myself. The guardhouse. Servant antechamber dining house. Fancy gardens. I might have to go back to the bar. Maybe he'll be there. He's often there. Just feels intuitive that if you want to talk to the leadership, that you would talk to people around here. But Vernworth's a weird case where the top leadership wants to kill me. The false sovereign I might have killed? Maybe not. I was fighting the false sovereign's people, but the cutscene cuts you off midway through, so I don't actually know if he died. But the false sovereign's just not a fucking character, so I'd expect to talk to the queen. But I haven't... The queen hasn't been in the story for half the game now, which is weird. She's like framed as like the main thing, since so much of the intrigue and the prologue and all that is built around her. But then she just like doesn't factor into the story. Like they forgot, or they didn't finish developing those parts and then they cut it or something. So maybe I go all the way to the bar and look for the guard captain here. But if he's not here, then I don't know when to look for him. Oh, cutscene. That's a good sign.
How glad I am to see you safe. Where have you been this past month? The end of the world. Are things truly so dire?
His mouth won't close.
Though, I am aware of the dragon attack on Melv. We received word that naught but a smoking ruin remains. 'Twas a tragedy, and I would not see it repeated. However, without a clear path, we in the Guard shall be hard-pressed to forestall the impending crisis. You would have me evacuate the city? I see. Mayhap 'twould be for the best. Ever since the fall of Melv, the citizens of Vernworth have lived in fear that their homes are next to be assailed. If there is safe harbor to be found elsewhere, I believe we have naught to lose by seeking sanctuary. But I doubt I could convince the people of this city to abandon their homes, however terrified they may be. Methinks your majesty would do better to ask this of the Regent King. After the false sovereign vanished and the world was altered, His Grace has been the one keeping order here in Vermont. If the people will heed anyone, 'tis him.
Maintaining order in Vermont must be quite a burden.
Okay, so where are we going now? Because this is a huge town. How the fuck are we getting these people to go anywhere? Regent Sven. He is, yeah, back up in there. Is Sven the kid? Is the kid, right? It's like the only character we could reasonably deal with, because everybody else wants me dead or I may be killed. So I was right to try the keep, but that might have not been the hook for the narrative.
Too quiet here for my liking.
Here we go.
We shall await you here, Master.
It's very strange that the pawns still wait outside. What's the point of social decorum when I'm more important than most of what's happening everywhere? The world is ending, and also half these places want me dead anyway, so why would we listen to their rules or etiquette about pawns? It just feels like it should be a choice of mine. On some level. Okay, we need to go higher up. Get to the staircase. It's one of the elements of this game having relatively few verbs. It's like one of the reasons why so many RPGs incorporate stealth and thievery into their games is because then they can build quests around those mechanics. Since this game doesn't even have most interactions you expect in RPGs, that's why every quest is the same quest, pretty much. Go talk to a guy or go fight the thing.
So you've come. I'm glad to see you.
Well, you're all dolled up now.
Captain Brandt has already apprised me of your proposal. A full-scale evacuation of the citizenry. Truth be told, I had reached the same conclusion. So long as we cower within these walls, we must live in fear of going the way of Melv. My ministers have approved the plans, and I have petitioned the encampment survivors and the Thieves' Guild for aid. The only remaining obstacle is my mother. She has set herself stubbornly against any such flight. I have tried to make her see reason, but of late she has taken to shutting herself in her chambers. However, I fear that my position permits me to entertain her fancy no longer. I must put the needs of the common folk before her selfish whims. Now, there are a few matters I must attend to before we can evacuate, and I would fain welcome your assistance. We will require several ox carts to carry the sick and aged out of the city. Might I prevail upon you to petition the merchant at the ox cart station in the west of the city for their use? You may assure him that the Royal Treasury will foot any and all expenses.
Okay. Anything else?
Would you be so kind? You may assure him that the Royal...
Alright, so the West Oxcart guy.
Quiet at last.
He seems suspiciously like he has benefited from my
Lisa hardly leaves
absence.
her chambers, and all her meals come back scarcely touched. Between you and me, I fear for her health.
Let me in. Let me
Have
in.
you come to claim my life, Arisen? Well, far be it from me to deny you. But I shall go to the grave with a smile on my lips, for I have no regrets. All I did for my darling son. So do as you will. I have no intention of begging for mercy. Do with me as you will. I care not what befalls me now.
He's all dressed up because he's certainly benefited from this situation. As much as he frames as an ally. With the false sovereign gone and the true sovereign vanished for a month. He's the sovereign now. Is this the location of the staircase I used to get back up here? No. I'll take any staircase. It's fine. Just let me downstairs. Red.
Dare say I could forget all my troubles here.
While the sun is high.
Alright, back to the Oxheart Gate.
That's such peace.
Let's have infinite running here.
Like to rejoin you, Master.
At least slightly discourages me from charging through town with my weapon out and accidentally impaling people. Drastically reducing the number of people who successfully take refuge.
Be gone with you, ruffian. These carts are mine. I paid good gold for them. And if you think I'll surrender a single one, you'd best think again. I require the use of all of them to transport my wealth to safety.
I think it's time to kill Ballard.
Be gone with you, ruffian. These carts are mine. I paid good gold for them. And if you think I'll surrender a single one, you'd best think again. I require the use of all of them to transport my wealth to safety.
Writing.
This might be
Video
worth a
game
read.
writing.
Let's have a look then.
This is his idea, but this is how they write a bad guy.
Begging your pardon, sir, but I've just sold off my last cart. That fellow over there gave me a handsome price for half a dozen of them.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
I don't know who you are.
What are you doing? Put that away.
That was his response.
No! Spare me! I pray you!
He's freaking out.
I fear for my life.
Good. Everyone else does too. Hey, come back here.
I must pull myself together.
Alright, I wanted to pick him up and throw him off a cliff, but now he's running. Is he running anywhere specifically?
I must pull myself together.
Bye-bye!
You're bloody terrified of me, aren't you?
There we go. No. I bet I can pick him up and throw him now. It won't let me pick him up and throw him. I still can't do it.
But a flesh wound, yet enough to shame me.
Oh. Does that resolve the quest? I don't fucking know. You get so little indication of what to do. Now I can't talk to this guy. Might be because of this situation, though. I'm just gonna leave town for a minute. This game doesn't have, like, object permanence, so wanted levels go away if you just, like, run away for a bit. We'll just go over here until the music stops. Like, that is the just reaction to that dude.
Twould protect them from the Red Cloud's advance, if only for a time. But will the people do as we suggest? The crux of the problem is how best to convince them.
Like, no, we can't evacuate all the people of this town. I need all of my coins. I'm the bad guy. Okay, we'll throw him off the balcony. He's unworthy of...
That was uncalled for. You already had the blackguard running scared.
Cool.
But I suppose desperate times call for desperate measures. Odds are I'll see much worse before the sky's clear.
Oh, I was supposed to think that scaring him was enough, and then he just magically was gonna... No, it didn't indicate. You weren't... It's not like you were like, oh, you can have the carts now.
Anyhow, as long as I've got my gold, who takes the carts is no concern of mine. You can have them.
Okay.
Minister Ballard was of the Queen Regent's faction. Mayhap we were fated to do away with him from the outset. How are we to rectify this? I know not where to begin.
How are we to rectify this? We already did it. We won. What do you mean, Leon? I'm not shedding a tear over the weird psycho that's like, I can't transport the women and children and old people to the safe place so they don't get burned by dragon fire. I need my tapestries. For some reason. They'll be so helpful and important when society doesn't exist anymore. I'll just like sit in a cold room with all of my riches that don't mean anything and die alone. That'll be worth all the deaths that I caused. Like, okay. Bye. He got fucking catapulted across the room. Haha, I'm the only person who can revive people from the dead. Enjoy finding out heaven's not real.
Mother, I must beg your forgiveness. I believed that you desired to make me sovereign solely for your own benefit. Yet in truth, you sought to better the lot of our people.
Did she?
Ah, but I would have benefited. And handsomely at that. Besides, I cannot deny that I was proud. I wish to see my own son on the throne, and no other.
Even so, I cannot help but feel that all of this could have been avoided, had I only been more attentive. If I had but better known your heart, I could have shared in your burdens.
This guy's immediately a class traitor. Actually, well, he can't be a class traitor because he was never low-born to begin with or anything. I just mean, like, he's immediately turning his back on this entire thought process because like, he's obviously biased by the fact that this is benefiting him, and he's letting it motivate his reasoning when clearly his mother was up to all sorts of scandalous shit and that never openly did anything that was for the benefit of anybody else. Like, when we have the other empress to compare, it is a brutal comparison.
You would not have had to suffer alone, and perhaps together we could have walked a better path.
Oh, Sven.
Mother, I beg you, join the evacuation. You need not fall with this city. I would not see you take your crimes wholly on your own shoulders. That weight is as much mine to bear as 'tis yours.
My son, you truly would make a fine and goodly ruler. Your kindness will save many lives. Of that I have no doubt.
So anyway, I killed that guy.
My son, your kindness will save...
Ah, you've returned. How fares your procurement of those carts? You do? My thanks. That puts paid to the last of our preparations. I will inform the citizenry forthwith.
Okay, the evacuation's begun. That's, yep, it's completed. Okay. Well, that was easy. I just had to kill a guy who sucked. That wasn't even hard to do. That's the Battahl, so we can't do that till I get back there. And I'm trying to minimize my fairy stone usage and get as much as I can done in one go. So now I want to go back outside and try to go down to wherever this path is, which looks like it's somewhere in the where the ocean was. Everybody's in my way. Whoops. Battahl. Okay. I guess it makes sense that, like, I guess all of these locations are in the ocean. You evacuated the people. Wow, it's done. I guess it took that long. What are you guys doing? Okay, I was briefly worried that I only saw 2 of you. Woo!
I suppose we ought to pay a visit to a Battahl blacksmith next.
I would like to go to a Battahl blacksmith. We have local things to do still.
Much obliged.
We've a long journey ahead of us. We ought to employ an ox cart and save our strength.
That's a long way down.
Returning to Vernworth has become second nature, hasn't it? I could navigate these sprawling streets in my sleep.
Yep, I've never gotten lost at
I
all.
wonder how many corners we have left to explore.
Because I edited out all the parts where I did. I wonder if they put any of the Seeker's tokens in the ocean. That'd be kind of mean, because you'd have to be in the post-game to even get them. And the act of trying to look up how to get them would spoil the post-game, so probably not. There's a big guy. God, this is such berserk eclipse landscape. So we should keep checking. Do all of these have fairy stones in them? If it's that consistent, then maybe I don't have to worry about at all about using fairy stones anymore.
We are already hard pressed
No!
previous engagement.
Why didn't you jump right? Yeah. Ugh, why? God, the platforming is so garbage in this game. It just feels very nonsensical when it doesn't work. It's they didn't really do the thing that a lot of games do where you kind of like design the environment around the movement system. They instead just kind of made cool terrain and then a sort of procedural movement system that just tries to like physics it out. Like, oh yeah, it'll try to interpret what a ledge is, it'll try to interpret what your jump is, and blah blah blah. I'll heal. And that outcome leads to some wacky shit. Off the cliff you go.
When their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
He's dead. This is too many skeletons. I've got shits to do. I can't believe that skeleton is still in my dumb brain, even though I haven't consistently watched Gymquisition or Podquisition or all the other variations of podcasts for like, I think since college. I think it's been almost a decade. Don't have big problems with them or anything, just kind of moved on. There's a repetition to certain shows where you're like, eh, I get it. Alright, well I've definitely fought that guy before, so I'm not really in a hurry to do that fight again. The clock be ticking, and I also don't, I want to minimize damage to my character's health bars because I don't want them... I do want this chest though, potentially.
What is it? What has happened to your magic?
To my magic? What magic do I even have to you free to be talking about? Whoop, weird stun. Was it this guy? Did he do something to my magic? Woo! See, I do want these. Okay, I'm trying not to fight mini bosses and stuff because this is a game where you can't just heal. All these fuckers have their maximum health going down, so I have to be afraid of taking fights. That only further encourages me to Dark Souls this and be like running past everything like I've respawned.
There's no one standing who might say
Hi!
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let's instead strive to better ourselves with every encounter.
Big beam! Alright, are we gonna be good? These haven't been very hard so far. Hi. Narwhals swimming through the ocean. I think it's charging something at me. I don't trust this. Ooh. Ooh. It's got a crazy erratic pattern to it. Although I could just stand over here at the moment. Oh god. Wait. Something got me. Okay. So it looks like its tail and its limbs have his weakness chunks. No. There you go. Yeah, its limbs and tail have its weak spots exposed.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
He's also obnoxiously mobile for me. I'm trying to hit those spots, but my attacks take too long to launch. I keep not charging long enough. Now I can't see what's happening. Uh-huh. Just trying to hit it at all at this point. Are you about to hit me? I think you're about to do something on me. I definitely feel like I'm mostly just like an annoying distraction while my party members do all the work because they can actually aim attacks at specific places. Oh. I want to grab the tail. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. No, I'm fine. Uh-huh. No, things are great. Good. Okay. Stab it. I didn't hit him, did I? I honestly can't tell you. The fucking I can't tell what's happening on the screen most of the time. The particle effects. Where am I? I can't see my own character. There he is. Jesus. What direction do I press to make progress here? Okay. Thank God for audio cues, or I'd have no idea what I'm doing right now. Are you guys talking about politics right now? Bro, I can't pay attention to you. We're busy. Why are they ranting about politics in the middle of this boss fight? Ah! Okay, everything's fine. Where's your weak spot now? There it is. God, the sword has reach. God, I'm like not even taking damage in this fight. That's how easy these are. Getting weak? Okay, that one's very high up. Nope. Nope. That's the fucked up tornado that usually just kills bosses for me. Yep, look at it go. Uh-huh. Where even is the boss? There, I couldn't see the boss. All right, easy. $75? $75? What do I even spend those on? Oh my god. I feel silly for trying to even try to earn them before the post game now. Especially since I was building up to a conclusion that wasn't even a real boss fight. Like, you basically don't even have to fight the boss of this game. Oh wait, yeah, I already evacuated them and I got here, so I don't need to take a port crystal to go back there to evacuate them. Oh god, they're so far away. Yeah, there's no short way to do that. Okay, let's go south. This is gonna be maybe the longest run of this part of the game. It's time to run all the way to the nameless village. And it looks like there might be another exit to this arena. Let's out in that direction. Maybe not. Uh-oh. Oh, maybe there. Is it the nameless village? I gotta remember to save the thieves. Oh, wait, this is also a dead end. Okay, I might need to use a fairy stone. I might need to use a fairy stone to leave. I don't think this is a... Okay. The map makes it look like there's a route going all the way there. Does it just dead end? There's this. Does this just dead end over here and you can't make it in? It looks like the place where I just got the stone is where this path is, but then this is here? Like, this goes all the way through here. Is that playable? Is there like a boss fight all the way down here? Does this even connect to up there or not? Alright, I don't remember how to get into this town. We'll just see if the obvious way works. Like one of the at least one of the paths has collapsed or something. And there was like a trick to getting in, and I do not remember. No, I'm just in. I'm here. Alright, time to find out if they just evacuated on their own or not. It's gross around here, isn't it? Is the oh, the worrying texture is like right there. Oh, here's someone.
This worrying is giving me. Can't say I have any tidings to share.
Any tidings to share? Nothing new around here.
Well met, sir.
Y'all, how are you just acting like this is normal? This jacket's only for thieves. Ooh, half-plate titty armor. I forgot they have the titty armor. It's honestly pretty good. Hi. Okay. Yep, this door still works.
But know that your return is eagerly awaited.
Buds. Oh my god, can I just talk to your fucking leader? Why is this so hard?
I fear I've not useful to share.
Cool.
What brings you here?
How the fuck am I gonna find him by recognition? Oh wow, I have out-leveled Shade and Mufasa. Okay, it's time to move on. You guys have been great. I love having a healer and a mage, but I need to get... The whole point was to have people that were higher level than me. And I think when I hired you, we were 10 levels higher than me, so you've seen me level more than anyone ever has. But that's because I guess I did the end game. So I don't think I can evacuate the nameless village then, so... The next red spot is down there? If I'm gonna go down there, then I guess I'll use the warp stone at Battahl, because then I can investigate the Arborant quest. Right, I give them to Leon. Give me one. Thank you. Alright, back to Battahl. Back Battahl.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
First order of business is to figure out how to get the thing, what the other person needs. Oh, what's
You've
happening?
pushed your luck too far.
Who's Gomez?
I'll not take that from you.
Pray calm yourselves, good people. I will have none of this squabbling.
Are you okay? You look injured. She looks ungood.
So, Manella, you don't understand. This scoundrel's the one who started it.
No, you don't understand. This is no time for the people of Battahl to be quarreling amongst themselves. We shan't weather this calamity unless we can recall our common purpose and unite our efforts towards it.
Manella, you alright? Also, every time someone says Sir Manella, it sounds like salmonella. That's all I can think.
Ah, Sir Arisen. You are returned, I see. With the world in such disarray, I could not stand to be away from my homeland. Thus did I return, to render what aid I may. I maintain order as best I can, but for every fire I extinguish, it seems 3 more are incited behind my back. But enough of my woes. What brings you here? You wish us to evacuate? Mayhap the idea merits some thought. After all, if we sit on our haunches, 'tis likely only a matter of time before we share the fate of Mel. Alas, the people of Battahl are far from united in purpose at present. Should we proceed, unheeding of their divisions, I fear that our efforts would come undone ere long. With every soul at their wits' end, conflict is like to spark at the slightest provocation. As such, before we take any measures, I would have you walk amongst the people, Sir Arisen. Behold their plight with your own eyes, and should you encounter any discord, pray do aught you can to resolve the people's quarrels and assuage their fears. Such efforts will doubtless allow the evacuation to proceed all the more smoothly. As for me, my work here is far from done. Let us part ways for now, and reconvene when you have accomplished all you can.
Can I heal you? You must have taken damage last mission or something?
As for me, my work here is far from...
I can't give her a gift.
That's it. I've had enough. Haven't you had enough yet? I'll not take that from you.
I guess she's doing this conflict, so I can't do anything about it right now. Alright, I'm gonna stick to the previous objective for now, but we'll get to that in a minute. Looks like we've got a few things to do around this town. If she got injured, it was a while ago.
Ah, you're just riding on your father's coattails.
You slander my honor, sir. I demand a duel.
Maybe don't do that.
This is no business of yours. Be gone.
Now, Narborough, let's not be too hasty.
Uh-huh.
If we are to duel, we ought to have a witness. Otherwise, who's to say the victor fought with honor?
Aye, true enough. Without a witness, either of us could simply kill the other, then disavow the use of any underhandedness. Well, sir, what say you? Will you watch over us while I take this scoundrel to task?
Why are you dueling?
This knave dared to slight my honor. He said my swordsmanship was hardly fit to wound a training dummy. The bloody nerve of him.
And I'd say it again. 'Twas your dear father's patronage that made you a sentinel, not your own skill.
I guess.
You have my gratitude, sir. Let us delay no further. Come, Scario. Prepare yourself.
Have at you!
What are you doing? We've not been given leave to rest yet.
Lest you get caught in the fray.
What is allowed in a duel?
You'll never live it down!
Have you lost your wits?
I do not wish
Keep
to
your
injure
distance.
I'm just trying to see it because it's third-person camera.
Them nobles do nothing but does a word to put bread on the table. I ain't cut out for this.
How cruel! Show the blackguard you're not to be trifled with!
Y'all are scaring the poor
I
people in
admit it.
town.
I underestimated your skill. the loss is mine.
Nay, 'twas I who underestimated you. I'd thought to score an easy victory, but you fought fair and capably.
We owe you a debt, sir. 'Tis on your account that we've seen some sense. Were it not for your timely appearance, I'd wager this nonsense might have cost one of us their life.
Indeed. Better to hone our respective skills than take up arms against petty slights, I say.
You literally took up
some things
arms
can be
against petty
resolved
slights.
by crossing blades, but I doubt they'll quarrel again after this.
I don't think I have anything
No
to...
need to overthink it.
I think I have anything to level up right now. Not really.
You can change it on a well. Got any fine?
Here's one token.
Mr. Chair, many thanks.
I should upgrade the titty armor. This is building. Whoops. Stealing. Hop, 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 hop.
Interested in my wares?
I do not understand.
Me? Myself. Now, this hardly bears
Stop telling me not to
saying,
steal
but
every time I
don't-
talk to you. It's off-putting. Weird behavior. I already have everything for this. Alright, so 346. It only has 2 more defense. And less knockdown resist? While being heavier.
You dare. Many thanks.
I can't believe I suffer for my fashion. But the current chess piece does look really goofy. The current chess piece was looking really goofy with the way that it's like a bunch of chains that like hover so far away from my body.
A customer then. That changes.
Wonder if anyone will notice if I stay here a bit.
Oh, what I wouldn't give for
Aye. What brings you to Brocker's smithy? Looking for scale cinder, are we? Well, you're in a luck. Our forge is flit. Oh, 'tis at an elf's behest, you say. I'm afraid that changes things a wee bit.
You punk.
Elves and dwarves don't get along, see? Brocker won't want to help you, unless you were to offer him aught he couldn't resist. Listen, I happen to know there's one bit of elven culture no dwarf can turn their nose up at. All elven fare's bland as grass. All of it. That is, save the singularly flavoursome dish, Nutriab. Course, no dwarf would openly admit to having a taste for it. But the fact of the matter is, the mere smell of that dish has dwarves foaming at the maw. Don't believe me? Bring a bowl of it to Brocker. You'll soon see.
So, the blacksmith ought grant us some Gofentia in exchange for Nutriab. Shall we inform Miss Derrin of this, Master?
Go all the way back
I
again?
believe I can guide you to the person in question.
It'd take
We're in your hands,
forever.
sir. Much obliged.
Right, we're still trying to deal with the locals. Yeah. Map. There's 3 more around here. Okay. Then I'll go upgrade my armor. Then we'll go to Harv and see if I can evacuate them. And then I'll go back to the elves.
Trust a flea-ridden hide to take it all for himself.
Why must I share with a fangless one? This is no more your food than Battahl is your land.
Ah, racism.
You there! You couldn't have come at a better time. Put this upstart in his place for me, won't you? Go on, lay into it.
Can we repeat the plight? Shit. Can I talk about it more?
If that's what you think, why don't you mind your own business?
All right, clear off. Pretty words shan't fill our bellies.
We barely even got to have a conversation about this.
That's it. I've had enough.
I'll not take that from you.
Oh, I can't complain, really.
I I didn't even get to just like have a talk about it for a minute and discuss what's happening.
Welcome.
Did I just fail it?
As a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate. We offer excellent service. At a fair price. Always a pleasure. Fancy a look at my wares?
Swapping stories is one of life's great pleasures. The least promising of our true.
This looks as good a place as any.
Well met.
You'll get what's coming to you.
What to make of this?
How do I... This one's also got a blob. Did I resolve that blob? Did I just like fail the quest? Like what's going on?
Well enough of your nitpicking.
I reckon the world would be better off without you.
Okay. Okay,
Oi,
guys.
you! Don't go poking your nose in our business. This is between us.
Aye, leave off or we'll make you.
Ah! Ah! I don't know how this quest works. I'm a little scared. Alright, I guess I'll punch these guys. Hey, yeah! Get him! Get him! Bam! Just punching back.
Reckon you can just cut us down in the street? What's the matter with you? Eh? Fine, fine. We'll set our squabble aside for today, so bother us no more.
I've seen better days, that's for sure.
You chose a violent well, how else do you resolve it? They're already fighting.
Suppose I best earn my keep.
That's not happening.
I don't know how to resolve this quest.
As for me, my work here is far from done. Let us part ways for now. But
Do I have to punch these guys now? Because I can't talk to them anymore. What else would I do?
Well met.
My legs are fair number.
That's it. I've had enough.
I'll not take that from you.
You said it's bad to hurt people.
Here's a harspud. Is that the quest?
Wow! Thanks, sir. Say, Rakim, would you like some? I can't eat all this myself.
Really? Thanks. That's mighty kind of you. If only our fathers could do the same.
Oh.
Oi, leave my kid alone.
You're not some child snatcher, are you?
Oh my god, the height difference gradient from them to them to them to me.
Wait, you shared your food with them. Thank you, sir. As for you, Nomos, it would seem we were both but looking out for our children, eh?
Aye. Mayhap we're not so different after all. And we both had children fed. We've no reason to quarrel.
The desire
Okay,
to
I
protect
found
one's kin transcends
something
race
there.
and culture. It just goes to show, we are none of us so different.
Outstanding.
I guess you figured out this?
Ah, Sir Arisen. In less pressing circumstances, I would take issue with your methods.
They were
But I
punching me.
cannot deny your efficacy.
I put my weapon away.
The people of Battahl are beginning to see that they must stand together. The people of Battahl are beginning to see that they must
Oh, they fucked that
stand
one up.
together if they are to survive this calamity. We shall see the fruits of your labors when the time comes to evacuate. At the very least, we need not expect too much opposition to the announcement. Pray, return to Empress Nadinia and apprise her of your doings. I must remain here to ensure no further squabbles arise. Heavens only know how many lives you have saved this day. I hope you'll accept this humble reward for your efforts.
What say we report back to Empress Nadinia? Her Majesty ought to be willing to...
No, I have to weapon out to do this. I can't do the lunge without it.
Commence the evacuation now.
By your leave.
That was strange. They made that mistake. Well, it's not that strange. They made that mistake where the recording for the next line was at the end of the previous line, so she starts saying the next line out loud, but the subtitles don't keep up, and it's because the audio file featured the next line of dialogue. That's a full-on tiger. That's actually weird. That's actually unusually rare. Of the full, not tiger exactly, but an orange character is like really rare. It's in the coloration options. It doesn't really come up. But yeah, the voice line was playing at the end of the previous voice line, but then the next line was also that voice line. So you just see her keep talking past the subtitles, and then be like, "What? What's going on?" Then you press A, and she says the line again.
Her Majesty has begun her supplications. None may see her ere they conclude.
That's stupid.
Stay your hand, Vera. This one may pass. Come hither. We would speak with you. One of our ministers informs us that you have been espied in the city, resolving the people's troubles. You have our gratitude for your efforts, which have doubtless bettered the fate of this nation and its citizenry. Your journey continues, does it not? We wish you good fortune on your travels, wheresoe'er they may take you.
Pray excuse the interruption, Your Majesty, but I fear time is upon us. I would see you prepared for the road ahead.
Indeed. Forgive us, but we must take our leave. Farewell.
Battahl and the rest town are now safely evacuated. I am certain we can rely upon Sir Minella to keep the peace.
That was certainly worthwhile.
Battahl and the rest town? What is the rest town? Is that the checkpoint all the way over there, or they just mean like this place? Like no, that's Battahl. What is the rest town? Do they mean this checkpoint rest town? Why would going here evacuate this place? If anything, this is Vernworth. Are they telling me not to go there? They just don't. I'm surprised they don't have like a more completionist thing where you go to every single settlement to evacuate them, and it seems to be like they do it in batches. But the batches don't make sense. It's very goofy. They're like, it's racism, but we can solve racism with food. I'll never work for a dirty elf unless they give me their prized tikka masala. Oh, it's that guy. Oh, he survived Melv. Or Merv. The guy whose town got destroyed. So he left. Oops. Oh, that's the spear guy. That's not a skeleton. Where's the enemy? There he is.
While you're here, spare a kind word for Ulrika. She's been longing to see you.
Oh, so you evacuated. When did that happen?
The coming destruction can only truly be forestalled if 'tis sundered at its heart.
I knew you were here because you're one of the 3 people who was here last time. Down this way. Ooh.
Since time, remember.
My titties must grow in power. Yes. Still don't have the parts for this one. Oh well.
Chronic blood flows through the vein.
Guess I'll get some of these, because why not?
Of lesser.
An unmaking arrow? It kills instantly? The dragon's dogma? Why? The Dragon's Bite. Wait, no. Is there an even more stronger sword?
What have I done to deserve this?
Just calm down. AI losing his goddamn mind. Alright, hi, friend. You wanted to go north? Okay, you're following me, right? What have I done to deserve this? Alright, so my husband wants to visit Harv. And that's where I was going to go anyway, because I wanted to evacuate Harv.
The enemy gained the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Was most effective.
I guess I'm fine with the game choosing him to be my husband, because he's the closest thing to a character in the entire video game. He has more screen time than anyone else in the game, even though they didn't do much with him. And also wood, obviously. No, not slimes. Somebody spellcast him. Please? No! Oh god. Brant! No! How did you die? How did you even die? Bro, are you even ready to go outside? We've been doing this. We did this quest for 5 seconds and you died. How'd you even do that?
Mind the oozes.
Fire will prove effective against this foe.
Do I have to personally escort you the whole way there? Kev, please blow him up. Kev. No, Brant, don't stand in the slime. Is that how Brant died? Did he just stand in a slime? Because it does just kill people immediately. He might be that dumb. Oh no. Bless him, he is not ready for this trip. Okay, no, we don't want to do that. No, we don't want to do that. Brant, come here. To me. To me. To me. Come on. To me. To me. To me. Okay, put him down before I... Oops. Nope. Guys. Ah, fuck, Leon went down. We don't want to fight the bosses. Ah, fuck. I wish this attack aimed a little bit on my behalf. Just try a little bit to hit a target. Oh, fuck, there's slimes and I'm frozen. Okay. Ow! God damn it, Leon. This is why I said run. Now we're all getting fucked over by this. Oh god. Brant's probably dead already. Brant! He's dead again. He's fucking dead again. Oh my god. This sucks. He just fucking walks into slimes and dies. Why is the AI just non-existent in this game? It's one of the worst things about this game is that it just doesn't have AI. The AI just doesn't know how to deal with several entire enemy types. Oh, a slime, I'll just stand in it and die. I can't interact with it, so I'll just stand in it and die. Cool. God. I literally can't react to all these spellcasters at once. They all die in like one hit, too. Ugh. Swear to God. He's about to die! He's about to fucking die! Why can't my team be fucking useful in this game? They're so fucking stupid. They don't do anything for like huge amounts of time. They just do fucking nothing. They're literally useless. You have to be fighting one singular boss, and that's the only thing in the room, or they literally don't know how to interact with the game systems. Like, they're just completely useless teammates. I can't revive anybody! God damn it! Sort of fucking God. God damn it! I'm so fucking pissed right now. Alright, well, Leon's dead. Great. He's dead now. Oh my god, the way you're a fucking punching bag whenever there's 10 enemies in a room. It's literally astronomically harder to fight 6 regular enemies than it is to fight a boss fight in this game, because they just all attack you simultaneously and you can't react to anything. I need to revive Kev. I spent so much fucking RC on him. Nikolai, please. Please. I swear to fucking God. I just need to revive him before all of my fucking RC is wasted. Please. Swear to God. Thank you. Ugh. Fucking hell. Crowds are so fucking unhinged in this video game. The amount of shit that's just happening at the same time. Come on. Stop. Ugh. The way that my character can't fucking do anything or move ever. Fucking finally. Okay. Except now I'm freezing. And another spell's going off while I'm still freezing, and they can just keep stacking things. Ugh. I can't see anything. I hope it's good. Is this good? I can't tell what's happening. We're not reviving you yet, you fucker. You're just gonna die before the fight ends. I'm so fucking pissed at the AI being so goddamn useless in this game. Brant just, hey, just escort me up here. It's me, the captain of the watch. I'm a cool fighty man. I'm just gonna stand in every slime and suicide. Cool. It's just a repeat of the frustration of fighting dragons and having my goddamn pawns just stand in the heavily telegraphed attack that you know is coming for like 20 seconds, and they'll just stand in it and die, and then you have to fucking go get. You're stuck in a revive cycle where you have to revive all of your pawns because they're all dying, and then by the time you revive them all, the dragon casts the same meteor spell again, and then they stand in it again, and you're like, motherfucker. God damn it, this all happened because Leon died and wouldn't listen to my commands to just follow me. I'm specifically trying to avoid that fight. I should have just held on to Brant and kept running because Leon died anyway.
Abound in our party, and naturally so, for we are beastrons many.
Okay, we're at the old man's house.
We shall serve the Arisen faithfully, no matter our race.
Is that a skeleton or a guy? Okay.
Alas, there'll be no sailing out in my boat after this.
Okay, Brant, let's get you out here. Thankfully, I can revive Leon, so at least the people that I paid a lot of RC for aren't dead.
Run everywhere. You are an impatient one, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Please keep up. All right. Here we go, buddy.
Fancy a look at my wares? Whoa.
All right, there's Leon.
I expect this would fetch a fair sum at market.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
I would fain aid you. You need only say the word.
Oh, we're going to the end of that pier. Okay, I couldn't see an icon on my game. That's a big dragon. You don't want to fight the dragon, do you? You are not ready for that.
You have my gratitude.
I owe your majesty a great debt of gratitude and an apology, for I ought not to have doubted you, but I have now seen ample proof of the strength of your resolve, and feel assured that 'tis only a matter of time ere we accomplish our aims. I wish for you to know how earnestly I await the day when you shall claim the throne as true sovereign at last. I just got an achievement saying raise maximum, raise them to maximum affinity, and now he's blushing.
A gift.
Look at his big blushy face.
Thanks.
He is my husband now. He gave me flowers! And he's gone. I do not want to fight another dragon. Because my pawns are expensive and they don't get their health back. Okay, so it does seem that you in fact do not need to evacuate this town. So I don't have to save the racist and bring him back to life. Because these people can go fuck themselves. And I was already down here and got my upgrades, so I'm gonna want to go back up here to get the elven dish, then go back down here to get the soil and also to upgrade my new weapon at these guys because they upgrade it better than the other people do. Oh, I have 7 again? Jeez. Oh, because I bought some more. Sacred Harbor?
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Oh, I thought the place was gone. I was like, oh no, what happened? Uh-oh. I might be in trouble. I can't find her? Shit, I don't have a quest active. Okay, no. She said that she speaks the language. There, okay.
With fury. But what I cannot stand to think that the world might be lost. This must not come to pass. What have you come for today? Do you know anything of this calamity?
What?
Anything that might help to prevent it? What have you come for today?
They said to get that dish, and then she said... I thought they said to go back to Doran, right? Wait, what happened to the quest? I'm trying to get the soil stuff. And the blacksmith was like, you better get that cool dish from the elves. And then the NPC, my companion, was like, we should go talk to Doran. Sell. Enhancement. Buy.
No purchases to be made today, I see.
So I don't have a quest anywhere that tells me what the dish was that I'm getting. So that's great. So I don't... Also, I can't read anything, because nobody in my party can currently speak. Okay, so how do I get her the dish so that I can go to the dwarves and get the soil so I can get the tree they need and then they'll evacuate? At the inn? Does the inn have it? Is that the inn?
I fear for the arbor. It would seem there is far more at stake here.
Aleria Filmore Arendo.
I'm so fucked. Was it? No. She's not a merchant, is she? That's talk. So this is storage and this is vocation, I think. I don't know how to do the quest now. Why did the quest disappear? Or there's no quest? It says... discontinued. Though reviled by its creators, the elven dish Nitbra is apparently a delicacy among dwarves, and so the path to Gwaifentia is opened. May your nose survive the trek. Why is it... What? What? It just stopped. Quest is just done? How do I save the elves? The quest just went away. Wait, no. How do you save the elves? I don't... Yeah, I can talk to the leader, except I can't talk to the leader because I lost their language.
I fear for the arbor. It would seem there is...
Why is the game like this? Why is it like this all the time? Is this questline just dropped? Why would that happen?
Lungtena pele telume. Ane martir tindome ingarina fa alme alcarwa. Lungtena pele tel.
What? There seems to be fewer of these than I expected. I guess I kind of thought the world would be covered in them. I think there might just be 4. So for a Berserk apocalypse scenario, it's a surprisingly low number of problems to solve. The fights are neat visually, although they're pretty straightforward to take down.
It's rather peaceful here, isn't it?
Ah!
We're in fine form. Our foe will soon be sorry to have challenged us.
We must not let down our guard.
It's so strange that the quest failed, because even the quest log just says, like, bro, the apocalypse is happening, we don't have time for this. I'm like, you had time for me to start that story. Makes me wonder if I misinterpreted something about the quest, and it was actually like a pre-apocalypse quest that just was weirdly floating in there, but hits a hook where it fails because it's the apocalypse. And maybe had nothing to do with the evacuation, and I just misremembered something. It's very strange. Alright, welcome back to this little sandbar. I guess I'll never get whatever that elven dish was now. Oop. What is that? Is that a chimera? It looks different. Looks scary. How do I get... Is it the end of this crevice? Okay, it is in the crevice. It's not up there. Let's hop on down here. Oh, how the fuck did you get over there?
Aren't operating anymore, are they? Which is perfectly understandable, albeit rather inconvenient.
Leon, I'm begging you, come down here.
Day ever come when we might employ one again?
Leon? Okay, he's down. I'm like, please don't get lost or vanish or something. I would like to have the whole party for what comes next. Because I'm gonna die. Alright, I think this is the last one. Oh, it's just the same guy again? I already fought this one. Wait, they don't have... Wait. There's only 4 red things, and one of them wasn't a boss fight. And of the 3 that are boss fights, 2 of them are the same guy? So there's just 2 dragony things and 1 serpenty thing? That's... Where's the weak spots? Actually, yeah, where are the weak spots? Oh, on the back.
All together now. We attack as one.
He ate at... Wow. He ate it immediately. That's all I got.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to me.
There we go. No. Oh! Ah! That was rude. I don't see eyes anywhere. Hit. Hello. Oh, there's someone in the back. Ow. Alright. Climbing is rough. I cannot get the hang of it. Oh. Oh, okay. I can't see anything, but it looks like the mage is just gonna win the fight for us again. Oh, someone's dying. Let me just climb down. Just give me a few minutes. Uh-oh. No, don't throw me up. Nope, my stamina's gone. There we go. No. Oh. God, I just lost 3 health bars in a few seconds. That's insane. And he's dead again, or never got up. What is happening? What the Jesus Christ? I thought we were winning. Ugh. Game lost its goddamn mind for a minute there. Ah, they're all dead. Classic. Can I get a moment of peace? Okay, good.
Thank you, Arisen.
Okay, back to looking for weak spots again.
This place is open.
Ah, god damn it.
Watch our foes' movements carefully. Lest it reduce us
Jumping while climbing seems like a horrible way to get around, but you also usually can't seem to get around without jumping because you get stuck on like their wings or joints. Let's see, where is their weak spot? Oh, on the bottom of their neck. I need to hold on for a minute. Oh. The NPC's got it again. Ultimately, just having a mage in your, or sorcerer in your party will just solve things for you. You don't really have to fight these bosses. They made a system where you attack specific limbs and so on to fight the boss, but then they put a class in the game that can simultaneously attack the entire enemy with one attack. Hi. No! I don't even know who the leader here would be, though.
A ballista.
The Battahl Knights use this place to train.
Okay.
You're not one of us, so I cannot imagine you've any business being here. Pray, leave us in peace.
What?
Oh? You believe we ought to evacuate? Well, you traveled far indeed to deliver these tidings. Farther, I dare say, than anyone would go for the sake of an idle jest. If we must leave, we shall have to begin preparations at once.
An idle jest? Why would it be a joke? Why would I be joking? Do you not see the berserker eclipse that's happening around you? Also, what? So you don't evacuate the nameless village or Harv or rest town, but you evacuate this random training camp that's right next to the Battahl that isn't even a town? That's bizarre.
But I think we're a bit short on hands to attend to all that must be done. In fact, there's a rather delicate matter that I could use some help with. A blacksmith and his wife dwell on the encampment outskirts. Might you escort them here, so that they can join the evacuation? The smith, Gustava, is a man of good sense, but as for his wife... Well, suffice to say, Cleuna has always been a contentious sort. She'd have naught to do with us, given the choice, and isn't likely to take kindly to the arrival of any of my knights on her doorstep. I can only hope that she will be more willing to listen to you, a third party, as 'twere. And while you're taking care of that, I will see to it that the encampment is made ready to depart with all due haste.
I had no idea that such a couple dwelled on the outskirts of Volcanic Island. Were you aware, Master?
No. I mean, we basically arrived here for the first time like 4 hours ago, so I wouldn't expect to know shit about this place. Is that where I just was? No, I was just in here, I think, right? Not up here. I don't know. That might be where I just was. Let's try going up this way. Trace all. 1, 2, 3.
Truly?
This is a road? Is it? Oh, there's a gate over there. That's incredibly strange. So right as you're walking in, they hit you with a guy that hits you with the evacuation quest immediately, which makes sense because there's not like a leader here that we met. But what's very strange is just the fact that there is a quest at all, because the other ones didn't have one. And given that all those other towns are like actual towns, and this place really isn't, it definitely screams to me that it's just cut content. Like they didn't finish making evacuation quests for the other towns, so they just like they evacuate alongside the other place that's really far away. The most brazen, is that a guy? No. The most brazen of them is the idea that getting Battahl to evacuate for some reason gets the rest, the border checkpoint rest stop to evacuate, when that's definitely in Vernworth's country, not in Battahl. Why would Battahl evacuate the rest area, which is so far away and not their country?
From my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
I definitely took a different path than I mapped. I did not go up the hill. I found the cave. But also, this is just such a grand world transformation that it looks like the content's really slight compared to what you would think they planned for it. Because there's just not that much going on here at the end of the day.
It is enough to make camp only when the need arises.
It's going this way. Oh, it's like seaweed on the rocks. I'm trying to parse what I was looking at there. Hello.
Aye? What do you want?
Are you also an elf?
My husband and I are sick.
Uh-oh.
In these perilous times, all we ask is to be left alone. Pray leave us be, sir.
Prepare yourself.
Ow. Oh, shit, that's not a party member. I can only hit these guys with a fully charged attack, I think, but they usually move too much to get hit. So it's honestly just another one of the enemies that I mostly just feel like I'm waiting for my team to kill for me. Like that. I don't even know where the enemy is now. She's just walking through it like it's fine.
What manner of calamity befalls us? Ne'er have I beheld...
Such strange as my many years.
I'm sorry. You'd have us evacuate with the encampment? Why, we could never. Come what may, this place is our home.
Now, I'll hear none of that. Stranger or no, our guest came all the way out here just to warn us. That's the mark of a good sort, and I trust my gut. This one shan't steer us wrong.
But Ghost Offer, what of your back?
Ah, I can manage a little walking. Besides, I'd rather hike 1,000 leagues on 2 bloody stumps than lose you, my dear.
Aww.
Oh, ghost stuff. How can I say no to that?
I have to carry him back, don't I?
Confound this back of mine. Don't trouble yourself with me, sir. Lead on.
Very well, sir. We shall join you. Would you be so kind as to escort us to our destination?
Let us see our charges to the encampment. But be mindful, the path seems much changed since last we walked it.
Since last we walked it, we just walked it. Newt liquor. I don't need that anymore, but there it is. Anyway, I'm just robbing you real quick. Nope, not you. Right this way. Oh, I bridal carry him. Aw, it's so sweet. Oh, the bridal carry doesn't cost stamina. Well, I could just go then. Alright, guys. Good luck, party. I'm just gonna carry this sweet little old man. You guys protect me while I just walk all the way home. Can we walk that way across the landscape? Ooh, that's a big crevice. I don't think we can do that. Unless... Oh yeah, that's where we did the fight, right? Yeah, so we're nowhere near the other place. The fight was here at the end of this path, I think. There's no easy way to get back the other way. Yep. Alright. I think we are in fact climbing back up the way we came. Boo ba doo boo 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 boo. Okay, I can also run very carefully, because if I run out of stamina, I'll drop him, and he'll bleed everywhere again. And I feel bad like the 10th time that happens.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Alright, so I took the cave on the way in, and it was full of boss fights. So I'm gonna go up the hill this time and see if that's any better. Well, I suppose I can put him down and go to the fight, then come back. Although he's probably not smart enough to stay back. Because this game's AI is like that.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Bad back though, relatable. About a month and a half ago, I think, I was like basically immobilized by back problems out of nowhere.
A curative ought to do the trick.
I've heard about my family having to deal with sciatica and stuff, so it's like a looming threat, but damn. It really do suck when it happens. Is she coming? Okay, as long as she keeps up. She's the diamond. Friend or foe? Oh, foe.
No mercy.
Y'all, the world's ending. We don't have time for this. You should leave. Ow! You all punkos. Boom! Bye-bye. Ow. Oh, the counterattack didn't go off. Oh. Oh god, where's the old man? Golem bad. Where's the old man? Is he okay? Can't see him. Old man, no! Grab. To me? To me, guys? There we go. Dude, fuck off. I'm busy.
Are we ignoring the enemy today?
Let us defer to the Arisen judgment.
I quite agree.
Is she's here, right? Yeah. Almost. Please keep coming. Oh, spells. Is that a way in? We're quite far away. That's... Whatever that is something else. I'm a little curious. Oh god, the boss fight is still coming. No, not you. Kev. You are the incorrect tiny man.
This battle
Ooh.
will command all our strength. We must stand together if we are to seize victory.
Oh. Books. This seems more dangerous. Oh yeah, blobs. Nope, nope. To me, I got lured in by the weird amount of loot out front. Oops, almost dropped him.
Watch, lest we be set upon from behind.
Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by surprise.
Go away. Everyone's doing all right? Stamina takes a while to regenerate. There we go. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Which way?
Let us trust in ourselves and proceed with caution.
Here she comes. Okay. And everyone else teleported? Yep. You're going the wrong way, buddy. I don't know why you're going back. Just waiting for the stamina bar. Exciting gameplay. All right.
I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out.
Oh,
Might we have a
well,
rest before pressing on?
we're never resting again, Kev. There's a looming threat that's going to eat the world, so no sleeping. Why are there so many douchebags about? No! He's got an arrow in him! No! The tiny old man. Why would you shoot a dwarf? What did he even do to you? He looks dead. Go away. No! Now you die.
Oh, I hope you weren't expecting mercy. The Red Cloud's advance is halted. This reprieve may be a temporary one, but I'm glad for it all the same.
You're a pawn, right? I'm so tired of everyone attacking me. They're all getting so mean. Infinite running!
A ladder, is it? How convenient.
Ah, excellent find.
I wonder if I get any kind of bonus to carrying people in this game. Where'd she go? Oh, there she is.
Well, here we are. How long before the evacuation begins, I wonder?
Oh.
Would you find Ser Ernesto and tell him we've arrived? Let him know that we'll wait here till the time comes.
'Tis a ballista, Arisen.
This could grant us an edge in battle.
What?
Well.
I just unlocked Magic Archer now? Is there any more video game left?
I end up feeling weary even after a day of rest.
Bizarre? Okay, oh, there's the guy.
Sir, I implore you to reconsider. Surely you can see that the situation is dire.
How many times must I say it? I'll not be ordered about. Not by ye, not by anyone. Now bugger off and leave me alone.
Ah, good. You're back. I'm afraid there's another matter for which I must beg your assistance. It concerns the fellow I was just speaking with. Sir Lamond, his name is. The man's something of a regular at our hot springs. I sought him out to tell him of the evacuation, but he has flatly refused to join us. I must confess, I'm at a loss as to how I might convince him. Could I prevail upon you to try your hand? At this point, methinks anything I say will fall on deaf ears.
Perhaps we might speak with this Sir Lamond. The evacuation effort stands to benefit from another pair of hands.
Of course.
Where is he? That's where they ended up.
Can't expect to fare so well every day.
I'd swear it. Not one of these aids is any use.
I've barely the vim to tie my boots.
Don't
I'll
feel
take the
safe
night watch
here.
of his desk work anyway.
Where did he go when he walked away?
Well met.
First, assess the field, then act accordingly.
Did he go up to the springs? Oh, we have a new icon now. Okay. Yeah, it was just you again.
What would ye of me? Not this again. I'm here to live my life as I see fit. I'll not be ordered about by anyone, cuz. You got that?
Request guard for Smith and wife?
Aye. I know those two. Good people. But I don't see why I should have to be the one responsible for them. Why don't ye do it, if they mean so much to ye? Oi, I heard out your request. Kindly bugger off and leave me in peace.
Sir Lamond has refused to lend his aid.
Oh.
And it seems there's little hope of changing his mind.
Why'd I get another vacation? Vocation.
We've let ourselves down.
Wayfarer? There's another one? I guess I failed that quest for some reason? What?
Hold on a moment. I'll be needing my fee before you go in. Fancy a look at my wares?
I drew the short straw.
Greetings. I expect you must be weary from your travels, but you'll find this hot spring well worth the trip. Its healing waters draw upon the vault. Always.
Do you
a
still
pleasure.
have hot springs? I have to know. You guys still have hot springs and people are still hanging out in them? I've already been here. I just wasn't expecting that they'd have the water. Everything's just fine. Huh. I thought I'd walk in and this whole place would be obliterated because there's no water anywhere. That's baffling. How do they still have hot springs?
Fancy a look at my wares?
I was specifically coming by to see what it looks like when it's obliterated now. Yeah, there's still springs down there.
The spring wear off.
Huh.
By your leave.
Okay, so I guess I failed the quest or something.
Some of us get complacent.
But now I have 2 more vocations. I guess I should, maybe I should unlock the vocations.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Just because those aren't, that's not the vocation icon. That's the weapon icon.
So, Sir Lamond is not to be convinced. It would have eased my mind to have him join us, but I suppose there's naught to be done. The hour of our departure is almost upon us. It will be slow going, no doubt. We have wounded whom we must accommodate. Yet, come what may, I swear to see them all to safe harbor.
The people of Volcanic Island are evacuated. May they make it through the impending chaos intact.
This is a bit
Right, you are.
presumptuous of you, or optimistic of you. We did it. We evacuated them. He's literally like talking about how hard it's going to be because they have to try now.
Soldier, I'd not recommend camping. You'll awake neath a blanket of ash.
Okay, so you have access to this regardless.
I can give you a refill.
Change vocation. There, I have every vocation unlocked. I don't know if that affects New Game Plus or what. I also don't know if I'd ever play New Game Plus, but there they all are. So Magic Archer was in the game after all. I was starting to think that the game only had like 6 vocations or something. Because this is what I played last game. I probably would have preferred to stick with it this game, because range just kind of feels like it makes more sense in this game. Wayfarer. A vocation suited to the Arisen master of a variety of weapons. The ability to quickly change equipment allows them to adapt to highly flexible style. My controller's freaking out. Stop it.
Over your head at least.
Oh god, I think they might have given me all of their gear. Uh-huh. Okay, there we go. Back to being light. My husband gave me flowers. Aww.
Much obliged.
Oh god.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny they have their uses.
Yeah, it's a bit late for me to try to train up a new class, so I don't think we're going to be doing that. So back to going after phases, I guess. I think I've succeeded at every evacuation, but the game doesn't tell me who to evacuate, so it's hard to say. Or, except for the elves, which just won't evacuate for some reason.
These have quite a long range.
Yeah, the game won't tell me who's left to evacuate, but I think I got most of them.
Pray, light your lantern, master.
Phantasm sighted!
Spooky ghosts! God, is this how much further I get to run when I'm light? Thank God for being able to craft your weapon to be half as heavy. What?
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
No, we don't want to go in there. Okay. I really hope they chase me correctly and don't get caught in the slimes, please. Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, no! I'm the slime boy now! No! Ow. Oh, my stamina, fuck. Everyone, yep, everyone's here. Nope, slime's bad. Don't touch slime. Please don't touch the slime, your AI is not smart enough to interact with it. Oh, my stamina. Leon, please. I don't know why. Why is the AI so content to just fucking stand inside of a slime that's killing them? Why does it love to do that? Oh. I can take him. I've done that fight before. It's not even bigger. It's just the same one as before. That's not a hard fight. We can just get him.
It moves.
Though
what impelled it, I cannot say.
Oh, hi.
Go forth, tell us. May you strike down any dragon in your path.
I didn't know you could climb that bridge.
Horn is within that statue. What is the meaning of this? I sense
Leon.
hostility from it. Let us see what it aims to achieve ere we act against it.
Wait, the pawn ain't no, Leon. That's a golem. Where is it? I can hear it. Sounds like I thought it climbed up there.
Am I the first to notice we've all got different vocations?
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
We must each of us own our skills. A jack
Do
of
I
all trades is a
go
master
over
of
there
none.
and to the right? It was over there. The giant was. How did it get? Am I?
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
No, how do I... What do I do? Where is that? I can't even see where the fight's happening. Am I supposed to help? Or not? I guess the idea is that Leon just possesses the giant and beats this fight for me. Is Leon dead? Nope, that looks like it's Leon. But why did the whole fight happen off camera? Wouldn't the cool thing be to let me watch the fight from across the horizon? There was like no line of sight to where it went.
I see you do not relent. Your persistence is most true. What is it in Hellspring? Alas, would that the world had not come to this. For I am certain that your tale would have been a glorious one. Yet, it was not. You need only cast your gaze on me to glimpse the futility of your defiance.
Okay, I guess we're done.
Do not despair. I'm coming to your aid. Go where your help is needed.
Can you climb up over here? Don't think so. Oh, Nikolai's dead. And I'm just confused by the choices the game made there. It was so confusingly presented that it felt like I was supposed to help the kaiju fight. But I couldn't see it. It was just like, it's over there, and the cutscene kind of showed where it was, so, but there's no way to get there. Not only that, you can't like watch it, so you also don't get to just like watch on and be like, let them fight. So you just kind of like awkwardly stare at a wall and hear noises play and wonder what's happening and get confused for a while and wait for the next cutscene to play. Very strange. Ah. I really can't tell what the timing is for my counterattack. Ow! They're JoJo's memeing me.
Properly equipped for this situation? I ought to find a new weapon.
What is the matter with you? We are under attack.
We pulled through in the end. For a moment there, I feared we would not.
Ah! No, stop it! Stop it! God damn it! No!
I shan't let you fall. Defend the Arisen.
Leave me alone! God. So rude. Meowdy. Oh, god damn it. Counter. You really have to be precise with that, huh? That didn't work either? Wait, how was that one off? How was that timing not correct? I don't know if I buy that, man.
One of us has been poisoned.
Is it me?
This has gone from bad to worse.
Oh! Guys, I'll help. Big hit. Oh, that didn't hit? That's annoying. I'm gonna get stomped right now. Nope. Is this one still active? Stab him in the heart. Stab him in the heart. Bleh. I don't know if you can stab through people. I think it might just be the first surface that you touch. Metals. Oh! That one launched a little faster than I thought it would. Okay, can I climb up? Oh, that's not a ledge. Oh, I guess I got off. The hitbox stopped working out there. There we go. Nope, hitbox stopped working. Let's see. Ah! All right, can't see. I guess only this arm works now. Go over here. There we go. Ta-da! Victor!
What manner of madness is this?
Thank you, friend. I dread to think what might have become of me had you not happened along when you did. This place does not have long left, I fear. We ought to get to safety, though I have to wonder if anywhere is safe now. I'd gladly accompany you, believe me. But the others here, well, suffice to say, they won't be able to join us. Follow me. You'll see what I mean.
'Tis frightfully warm here. The result of volcanic activity, I expect.
Remain focused. A clouded mind will serve you poorly in an ambush.
Are you a vendor?
Why? Peruse at your leisure, sir.
Fairy stones. Why not? What else am I gonna do with my money? Now all the high level upgrades are just used on What did you do? Oop. Now all the high level stuff's mostly used on sorry. That sentence doesn't, right, I can't complete that sentence because it doesn't make sense. Right now you buy all the highest level stuff with dragon crystals, so money like doesn't do anything anymore?
Do come again?
'Tis a jail of sorts, this place. A compound where we set captured pawns to work. They were supposed to be digging up old ruins or some such. I confess, I don't know all of the ins and outs of the operation. Underlings like myself were given orders, and little else, you see.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment.
It's rather damning that you're like, it's a jail of sorts. No, it's a jail. This is the part I woke up at the beginning of the game, in a jail cell. But also, why captured pawns? Right, it's because people in this region just hate pawns for some reason, I guess. But like, it seems like you could just ask the pawns to do the work.
Let me get that.
In like a normal way. And they would just do it because they don't really have any personal goals or drive or personality. If there's a horrible pawn plague that wipes out entire areas with calamities, how has it not happened here?
'Tis locked, Arisen.
Or anywhere in the
Let us
story,
return once
for
with
that
the
matter.
key in hand.
Oh, this is the cell I
here you
started
have
in.
it. They've been like this for a month straight now. They refuse to leave. You might as well try talking to a wall. You'd have more luck.
Well, I'm the Arisen, so I guess they'll listen to me.
I know they don't die like we do, but it seems cruel to abandon them here, all the same. I never wanted to be here, you know, taking part in all of this. The enslavement of pawns doesn't sit well with me. I suppose that's why I can't bring myself to leave them behind. Either that, or the current state of the world helps to put things in perspective. At any rate, I've tried everything I can think of to get them out, but naught's done any good. I'm at rather a loss.
The command came a month ago or more. We are to remain here, and so we remain.
I implore you, Arisen. Take me with you.
So they're staying here because they were ordered to remain. And they told you that, did they? Strange. I couldn't get a word out of them. I wonder why they saw fit to speak with you. But never mind that. More importantly, you've given me an inkling of the problem at hand. 'Twas the Overseer's doing, methinks. When the world changed, that craven up and ran for his life. But on his way out, he used that artifact they call the God's Way to command the pawns to protect him. I expect that order of his is what the pawns were referring to. But why would they continue to obey when the man is long gone? Unless... Listen, friend. I've a thought. What say you have a look around and see what you can turn up? If the Overseer's command is indeed still in effect, it could be that he is lurking somewhere not far from here. Use that key to have a look around. It should open any doors you come across. Best keep your eyes peeled for the Overseer as well. I have a feeling he's still lurking about here somewhere.
So who said that? It sounded like an old man. Where'd the pawn dialogue come from? There's only one person here and it's you.
Circumstances forbid me from obeying. I pray you understand.
Yeah, that's not what you sound like. Oh, it's Sphinx Mother.
I miscalculated.
Yeah, who talked to me in that cutscene? There was no one here. I don't know, man. This game's kind of a shambles. Just like basic stuff just doesn't make sense moment to moment. It's so strange.
Pray, spirit me from this danger.
Saffron.
I am sorry.
It appears to be locked, and we've no key. Shall we try breaking it down?
Break down what?
Break easily, you know.
What's locked and we have no key? These doors? These doors are unlocked. The exclamation points are on these, suggesting that these are the ones that they talked about.
I could really use some assistance. This wasn't supposed to.
What a... Yeah, I don't know, the game's just kind of busted. Just stuff's constantly busted. It's locked and we can't break it down. Door is unlocked. Extremely openable. Uh-huh. Thanks for pointing out and, I guess, lying to me. Okay, so we're looking for the Overseer, right? This is where the Medusa attack happened? We're not going there. I was gonna see because I felt like there might be a token there. It's full of murder gas. Strange open area, like a boss fight happens here. Maybe if I came here before the epilogue, something happened here. Where is anybody? Unbind the pawns from the Agamen ruins that they may seek refuge in the seafloor shrine. They said to look for the... Didn't they say to look for the Overseer?
More must be urged to evacuate.
Let us begin with the place most likely to be marked for destruction.
So here's where people are.
One never can have too many of these.
Let us take care when and how we put
So inefficient. 1 potato and 1 potion per chest. What has been unearthed here is far too terrible to describe. We must needs report this discovery without delay. Else I fear it may have far-reaching consequences. Okay, where's the Overseer?
This might be worth a read.
Shall we take a closer look?
That's literally the document I just read, guys. Come on. Why are you like this? His key works on multiple houses. Diminished Godsway. Oh, so he had his own Godsway. That's how he's commanding all of the pawns for his slave labor.
Here by the power of this Godsway. Now they ought to be free to make good their escape.
I guess he died.
Splendid.
Down left, then right. To get back to the jail. I guess this will take care of it. It's kind of funny that that guy was working on trying to get these guys out, and he had the key, and he's like, what do I do? I'll never figure out how to continue. And it's like, oh, you use the key that you have. What? He's just like waiting around helplessly, not knowing how to proceed.
Pray, spirit me from this danger.
I was worried I was gonna have to hire them. I'm like, no, I paid for these pawns. I'll lose them.
So, there was naught left of the Overseer but bones, eh?
No. His whole body and clothes were there? He looked like he died 3 seconds ago.
I'll wager he thought to take the pawns with him to the grave. He always was a spiteful old goat. At any rate, I'm well grateful for your aid, friend. Now that the pawns are on their feet, methinks I can get them to safety. I only hope they'll heed my words as they have yours, but I'm not worried. I'll find a way to reach them in time, no doubt. My word! Isn't this the Godsway? With this, I'll be able to guide the pawns to the refuge without delay. Now there's no chance of any of them being left behind. Seems I've no end of things to thank you for, my friend. I appreciate all you've done here. I'll get the pawns to safety, don't you worry.
I feel like they under-interrogated why it might be narratively upsetting to emancipate all of the slaves in their setting that has slaves and slavery, and you, instead of you just breaking the shackles free and setting them to go and letting them evacuate, you re-enslave them? Like, not necessarily what his end goal is, to actually, like, full-on enslave them forever or anything, but the solution to the slaves being trapped is to go get the thing that mind controls them and give it to somebody so that he can control them so that they can evacuate, because they're like they're just too primitive and stupid to leave on their own, apparently. when they're all told, hey, this whole place is going to kill you. That's a choice you can make.
And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings?
That's subtextually upsetting of a note to end on.
Since times of eld, remember.
Very strange choice. Your pants are strong. Okay, but I don't have the parts for that upgrade.
Draconic blood flows. Then I bid ye farewell.
Alright, I guess I'll take a nap just to see if the people successfully evacuate when I time skip. I've done everything else I seemingly can do, so it's probably fine. But yeah, pro tip, when writing a story about slavery, don't end the story with everyone being enslaved, but it's good now. That's not how you do that. Oh no. Why didn't anybody look at this story and be like, hang on a minute, let's not end the slavery plotline on everybody being mind controlled, but to save them. Don't do that. That's a bad idea to do. Like, in a way that's so blatantly obvious to any bystander that I just don't know how you make that mistake. That's an everybody hated that moment.
'Tis as if the spring melted all my cares away. I'll sleep like a log tonight.
Melted your cares away. Must be a really good spring to make you forget the apocalypse. Ah, he defeated a griffin. He's halfway to his goal. The scale of this goal just seems so unreasonable. I guess you'd have to just go grind the griffins yourself, basically. Franz and Kyusuke. People don't give thumbs up or... Well, I guess if somebody doesn't give a thumbs up or a heart, it might be because they died. Because you don't get to set your person on that mission when they're dead.
'Twas intriguing to watch a mage hold their own on the front lines. I did not think such a thing could be done.
A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
There it is.
I trust.
It's only when you time skip that this place works correctly. Because it was just labeling everybody's shops everywhere as having evacuated here, but no one was physically present. It was getting weird.
Greetings. You seek guidance, do you not? You have lost sight of your path, but I can point the way. You need only make a worthy offering in exchange.
Ah.
I have seen your path. May these words guide you true.
I had like a sniffle hiccup and it like made my everything unhappy. Consider thy path with a cautious eye and an open mind, lest the light of revelation forsake thee.
You've my gratitude. 'Tis lovely to see you.
You're a fortune teller. So she made it out.
The flow of time is not as it should be.
Twould seem this.
Hoy, looking to change your. No need to.
This is the vocation guy. I should have no skills to buy, basically.
Many thanks.
How's the map looking after time skip? It didn't move. The fog did not move at all. Is it because I did such a good job at stopping all the bad things on the map that they just isn't gonna kill anyone now?
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? I've a selection of wares that sure.
Is this the original vendor? That's a makeshift jail key.
What a please.
Lighted arrow.
Pleasure doing business with.
Don't know what else to do with my money, so might as well. Here you go, Leon. You have more ammo for your ability.
Our coin reserves are much depleted after that indulgence.
Oh, shut up. We're fine. Yeah, but yeah, it's the most expensive arrow type, which tells me that that must be the best ability then. That's my logic. Is that the guy with the kid? I think this is the guy with the kid that I keep stabbing. Oh god, what? Stop freaking out, game. Alright. And I see ya. Increased damage, I guess. Might as well have consumables.
Many thanks.
Are you in the market for something in particular?
Upgrades, I guess. Oh. Yep, we got the dragon skills, but we don't have a cursed Dullahan bone. That might have been the guy with the sickles that teleports around, but he disappeared again. Womp. Not gonna get to max out his new jacket. The Exalted. Ooh, it's a glowy mace. A bespoke bow. The Hydra Husk. That's a cool looking one. If I had the chance to stick with whatever looks cool. There's Wounded Heart. So Dragon's Flight is stronger than Wounded Heart. That's a cool looking weapon, damn.
Do come again.
I'm gonna have to replace this controller. Although I've never had this controller have trouble with menus before. I think what I'm struggling with here a little bit is this game just is doesn't have a dead zone setting for its menus, so it's happy to just have your even the slightest touches set it off. They also cap out of the Dragon's Flight. Alright, but any cool armor? The Dominator's armor. That's got 100 more defense. And that's immediately an archer gear. Boreal Lorica. Looks like one piece of armor per class, and it's only chest pieces. Do you require different materials for the upgrade? Oh, you do. Interesting. Yeah, they require different materials for the upgrades. I think I might have verified that before. So I talked to the right person, I might be able to upgrade that gear.
Me? Now, this hardly bears saying.
It's this fucker again that always tells me not to steal from him. Dickhead. He requires the same thing as the other guy. Alright, let's check out what the book person does. Oh, it's the scrap store, right? So each of these buildings represents one of the different towns.
Welcome, sir. Contrary, if you think me a liar, then buy something.
Special finds. Oh, Newt Liquor for 10k. Panacea for 10k. Oh, there's 300,000 for courtly breaches, and it's just the fucking garbage you find all over the place. Oh, he charges you out the ass for anything. Oh, that's an upsetting mask. There's the Jadeite Orb on the Transference of Souls. Being reunited with its twin, it grants access to a forgotten spell. Well, that sounds neat. I'll just buy it on a whim. I'll never find it, though.
Does not like to do much harm on its own, but when combined with its twin, the first volume, 'tis potent indeed. Take care how you use it, sir. Hope to see you again.
Don't expect to find it, but reflexively, I buy it. Ox carts. Is this the elf I helped?
If not for your aid,
Yep.
Gustav ne'er would have made it here.
You guys made it. I don't expect to need what I'm doing necessarily, but I'm just kind of poking around to see who's around. Closure and whatnot, I guess.
Go on, have a look.
Oh, it's the Rift guy. He sells Rift items. I can give myself a monocle. I don't think I can zoom in to see what it looks like, really. These glasses.
Pleasure doing
It's
business.
so easy to forget about the glasses guy. Well, it seems that he evacuated, despite seemingly insisting on going his own way or whatever, like a douchebag.
If I'm right in thinking you've a mind to put an end to all of this, then you'd best get to it. Don't let me keep you.
Alright, so you were just a douchebag for no reason, because you came here anyway. Just an insufferable contrarian. And all he ever does is complain and obfuscate. He was very annoying.
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
I definitely wonder whether or not every single NPC is around. This is the fucking guy that rips me off.
What brings you here?
Our cults. That's all I get? I gave you 60 gifts. I tried to marry you because, I don't know, I was like, there's no real characters in this game. I'll go after this random shopkeeper. He's the one that rips me off, so if something goes wrong with him, then I won't miss him. So maybe he could sense my disingenuity. I think they might have actually committed to moving every single NPC here. Because when you think about it, every single NPC can be found at the graveyard place if they die.
Master, my heart
It's like,
knows no
that means they've kept track of literally every single one of them. Which means they probably moved them all here? Oh, they're all loading in. I'm not that surprised they'd be struggling to load them all. It's a whole town.
Don't bring trouble to my door, you hear?
It's the merchant that doomed all, thanks, Mr. Merchant. You doomed all of the elves to die. Because you wanted elf pie or whatever before you were deemed them worthy of evacuation. You fuck. Oh yeah, this area is very populated. It's having to load them all in very slowly. Because it's trying not to chug. So in order to not have performance problems, it's just loading in one guy at a time. Kind of dark around here. Think that might be you?
Hard to make ends meet these days.
No, that's Vera. That's not the leader. Oh, he's here. Hi.
Is there not more I can do? Is this where I must admit defeat?
Hang about. There's much more to see yet.
Fulvio, isn't he the fucking beggar that I gave up on? I think that was him.
Sorry, but I'm not taking any passengers just now.
Just the fact that he's busy, no indication of like the world state that would cause such a choice. I'm not sure how to find the queen, the empress. Keep calling her queen. Oh hey, it's you.
You must gather as many souls as you can within this place.
Any advice on that? Whoa. It's interesting watching the game struggle to load. There's just the upsetting number of characters. Kind of feels like they were told by their game director to make this scenario possible, and they're like, what? We can't just put every character in the entire game in one castle. Like, just do it.
By my reckoning, this place will fall ere long.
Maybe with that attitude. There are so many more people here now. Oh my god. Now all these tents make a bit more sense. That weren't populated a minute ago. This is genuinely a neat move to like have complete one-to-one consistency and keep track of every single character and bring them all here. I just wish there were characters. Because for the most part, the people I recognize, at most it's just like, hey look, it's that asshole.
I beg of you, your majesty, do whatever you may to put an end to the foulness of the heart of all this.
Here's a flower.
What is happening here?
What is it you wish to discuss?
Bernstein.
What brings you here?
Oh, Albert. Wait. It's hard to tell Albert and Fulvio apart.
Business could be better, but that's always true.
Is she the tavern keeper where I had to do all the quests? I think she is. I think that's why I recognize her.
What is it you wish to discuss?
Oh, I have no idea who you are. Oh, hey, is that...
Have you come to be curious of other vocations? While 'tis admirable to devote,
Oh.
particularly if you are
Never mind, that's the vocation guy. There's just a lot of repeated appearances, so I thought it was the guy from... that needs my guidance. They really are just all scattered throughout. Although maybe not in here.
Life's best taken at a leisurely pace.
Life's been pretty kind to me. I'll take any chance not to stay.
Yep, these are mostly randos.
What business have you here?
Might as well take a look while
Blech.
we're here, eh?
Alrighty. Time for the big one. I'm a bit alarmed that it's just like here in the middle of town. Like, this seems very dangerous for everybody. Hope they don't die. The sky butthole awakens. Leon, no!
Master!
Ah. Brutal. Oh, okay.
See worlds uncountable created. to be snuffed out like candles by the cold breath of oblivion. Eventually, the Great Will tired of witnessing this. It sought to overturn oblivion by granting unto it a role, a duty, an identity. I speak of the dragon. By the Great Will does the dragon create a cycle, allowing it to forestall the end of this world time and time again. Yes, Arisen. This world has been safeguarded by the dragon all along. You yourself were chosen to form a part of this cycle. The Arisen is selected by the Great Will to play the role of the dragon's counterpart. That is how this world is built.
Uh-oh.
The dragon serves to continue the cycle.
Uh-oh.
And the Arisen exists to oppose it. This is the true meaning of the dragon's law. Once, everyone in this world had a role to play. For a well-crafted tale has no excess. There must be a reason for each character's inclusion. Yet, this means that should even one of these characters stray from their assigned role, the tale entire will unravel. And if it does, their world will end. Such is the choice you have made, Arisen. By rejecting your own duty in this world, you have robbed all others of the chance to fulfill the roles they were assigned. The pawns are no exception. All of the nothingness of oblivion, they were granted the role of aiding the perpetuation of the cycle.
Oh, that didn't even actually get rid of the tentacles.
Yet, bereft of the dragon, that role has been unwritten.
Tis clear to me now, Arisen. I am no longer a mere vessel. Your great will has imbued me with a lesser will of my own. Will is power. 'Tis the means to shape the world as one desires. Master!
Oblivion fades. This tale's end has been unwritten. My heart, it aches. A new world comes. A new tale is set to unfold. Yet, it seems I will not be there. to watch.
Not even one Beastren character. Not even one Beastren character in the montage. It was chronological when it got to the southern half of the game. It just showed the two sorcerer dudes. It's kind of telling. The story just kind of stops happening in the second half of the game, and it's just like, ah, we'll see you when you get to the actual ending. What a strange game. It's telling in its own way when they're like, a good story doesn't have excess. Every character has a part to play, and you're like, yeah. That's you're describing Ad Astra. Ad Astra has a very tight cast, all with a role to play in the narrative. You made a game with 500 billion characters that each have 30 seconds of story at best and kind of don't go anywhere. To the point where your ending montage is a bunch of characters that we barely saw. Does the game acknowledge that I failed to save the elves? Is that ever coming up? Or did I save everyone, so it didn't matter? Are there any is there any follow-up to the evacuation quest? Or does none of that matter? Maybe the evacuation quest doesn't matter because the cycle happens anyway?
A stage set for greatness, with no audience to witness the cast take their place. Raise the curtain and let the drama unfold. All told will be.
What does it mean when there's past Arisen? There's apparently several past Arisen around, and I don't know what that means narratively. Did all of them have... They couldn't have done the cycle because they would not be here, right? So, like, were they all past kings? Were they all the sovereign for a while and then just kind of stopped at some point? And they're immortal and have been around forever? Or do they literally just turn their back on facing the dragon and just say, nah? Is that an option? It feels like a one-to-one heart bond, right? I actually don't understand the lore of past Arisens existing. Maybe if they felt like characters, then I could understand any of the past Arisen either. My husband... Manila. Sven. Your stalwart allies. Shade! You fucker! You can't trick me. Mufasa single-handedly ended my entire... Shade single-handedly ended my entire storyline. 116 days. Shade killed the entire Sphinx quest by murdering that character in some weird way where he wouldn't show up at the place where corpses are supposed to show up. Having an affinity system and a reputation system and romance sort of stuff is so strange. Because it only makes sense for a game that is about interacting with characters. And so they've made 2 games now where they put those systems in, and they have the giant threaten the life of your loved one. And in both cases, there's like, but you didn't make a game where anyone would care about anybody, so your entire audience is just baffled by that. I'm so amazed how much this game is just the same game again. Very strange. Like, the first game had potential, and it was also kind of tighter. So it's kind of exciting to see, like, okay, where are they going to follow up on this formula given the chance 10 years later to make a sequel? Like, that's interesting. What is a Dragon's Dogma 2? And it turns out that Dragon's Dogma 2 was just, they recreated the same game with all of its same old flaws and all of its same old quirks and perks. Almost down to the letter. Very little of it actually changed, besides the fact that they gave it a giant bloated world, which I think was largely to its detriment, because they went from a game that was kind of crunchy and had friction, but on a much smaller map. And then they're like, what if the map was huge, though? And then, well, that just means that it's more of a pain in the ass because there's more commuting everywhere. But with the same systems for dealing with it, that's just kind of rough. Like, pawns are still stupid, but they made the game... They made a class system where your character's pretty limited, where it feels like you need your pawns to round out your party. But the pawns are too stupid to fill their role half the time. No real character... There's no real characters and arcs and personalities in the game. It's just kind of like 3 recognizable designs that had enough quests that you remember who those people are. The narrative hints at being about this other deeper stuff with the sorcerer guy that you follow south of the border, but then that storyline is mostly disregarded. Because he just gets tossed aside so you can face the dragon just like you did the first game. So he might as well just not been there, because he didn't actually change the course of the story. And then in the post game, it just amounts to him being like, "La, check out that weird beam." Anyway, and then he also disappears again. He just re-disappears in the post game, where he seems like he's gonna be more important. Yeah, what comes to mind for this game is Tears of the Kingdom, which is a game that I found very disappointing because Breath of the Wild was so cool, and Tears of the Kingdom had some cool new features, including its like Underworld was its big reveal. But by and large, that game was just the first game, but more bloated and more kind of exhausting and poorly paced and poorly structured because there was just too much stuff. And this one did a similar thing where it took the Dragon's Dogma formula, spread it out over just a obnoxiously huge map for what it was doing, but then just did the same thing by and large. And then they're just like, all these ideas scale, right? This won't hurt anything, and it does hurt stuff to make the same gameplay spread over such a big map. And yeah, they just didn't step up with their writing. They didn't step up with like their build complexity or like RPG mechanics. They didn't step up with their boss fight interactions. The boss fights didn't get more dynamic or more interesting with like the climbing feels worse, basically. It's actually like actively really messy to deal with climbing on people. A bunch of the fights seem recycled from the first game. Relatively few of the fights are important. The final boss fight is actively terrible. And then the post-game doesn't have a boss fight at the end at all, apparently. So you fight a handful of hit their weak spot eyeball guys, 2 of which seem to be the same enemy twice. One of which was a worm, and then another one which was a confusing cutscene. And then they give you all this like new gear to get and level up, but there's no one to use it on because the game doesn't have a final boss fight. And the old world's final boss fight was a guy where they encourage you to use siege weapons, which means your class and build and stats and skill are irrelevant because you just shoot him with the siege weapons. So it was the equivalent of like those fights that everyone hates in Monster Hunter that are a giant fight against Zora Magdaros and so on, instead of a monster fight. Strange. Just strange game. Just needed it. They needed more verbs going forward. They needed more interactions you can have between characters and the world. And maybe add in stealth and lockpicking and thieving and like spell crafting or other just things to set this game apart, and more original ideas than me just listing off things that other games have. Like, come up with something else. But They need to do something. Because as the game exists now, it's just a really basic combat game with very little in terms of like builds or interactions. So the game has like 2 quest types total. But then even then, like, you could just lean really heavy in on having monster fights. But you gotta really make the combat tight and interesting, and the fights with the bosses interesting, and as it stands right now, like, I don't know who this game's for, because it's not for people who like story. The story is terrible and barely exists. And if you like fighting big monsters, like, I can't even say the competition is better. Other Capcom games are better. Capcom, like, this is the same people that publish Monster Hunter. So, like, inevitably you can't help but think about Monster Hunter in terms of these big monster fights and be like, well, it's just way better in Monster Hunter, right? And Monster Hunter doesn't have the giant commute because you're stuck in the map with the boss fight. Go fight them. You run around a bit, but damn, not like this. So I don't know. It's a quirky, interesting, sort of iconic franchise. I'm inherently brain trapped into the idea of trying to play the third game if they ever make a third one. The first game interested me enough that I wanted to play the MMO, but it came and went so fast and never got localized. And it brought me back for this one. So it's like, they're interesting games, but yeah. This is a very disappointing sequel with how little they improved and how little new they brought to the table. And there's some whoa moments, and one of the biggest ones was definitely the post game happening. But when you look at the totality of the post game, it's like 2 fights. It's like 2 fights. It's one fight against a drake covered in eyes, and one fight against a worm covered in eyes. Then a second drake, and then the second worm that's in a cutscene. So it's just 2 fights. There's no final boss fight. The challenge of trying to save everybody, now that I'm on the other end of it, it sounded like an interesting dilemma to go into, and a ticking clock, but the ticking clock wasn't really much of a problem because I could just teleport everywhere with abundant stones. There wasn't really like difficult choices to make. The only thing I failed at saving was a thing where it's just obtuse quest scripting that I couldn't have anticipated. And it also didn't pay off or explore in any way acknowledge who I did and didn't evacuate anyway, so I guess maybe the evacuation quest doesn't matter, because 5 seconds later you reset the universe anyway, which makes me wonder what the epilogue was for if none of it takes, because I guess you just undo it anyway. I guess you just undo the choice. You have the moment of like, I'm gonna break the cycle, and then the ending of the game is you instead just re-enable the cycle, and that's the only choice, unless you count like just standing around and not doing any more quests or interactions and just stare at the world at the end, I guess. I don't know. Strange. Go play Monster Hunter. It's just, that's all I can really say at this point. Getting to be a big slutty cat man did not save it, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm glad I played it, but overall I think that I was kind of ready for the game to end when I got to the border crossing, and it didn't really do much more after that point to justify how much more game was left, because the gameplay loops had all kind of run their course. I'd already seen a bunch of the monsters, and the narrative wasn't going to go anywhere, and extending it to a whole second region that has even less content but even larger runs and more terrain. Bleh. Bleh.